Yeah. It's your boy Champ, and this is the Champ is Here show.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Six. How you doing?
And it's your boy, Mr. Longchamp here, co-hosting.
So, guys, I want to quick shout out to all our listeners. Appreciate you guys for always tuning in. So, and here we go.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Today, I wanted to talk about gods and animals. Now, I know it sounds kind of crazy. Like, what? What are you talking about? Gods and animals. So
You
basically,
said guys and what? I'm sorry.
no, not guys. Pause. Not guys. Not here to talk about men. I'm here to talk about the mindset of just being a higher being.
Ooh.
Okay.
And a lower being. You know what I'm saying to you?
Okay.
So physically, I believe like what separates us from animals is our thumbs, our appendages. The fact that we can use our thumbs, it allows us to make tools and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Homo habilis.
The what?
The Homo habilis. Like
Yes. You could play video games, like all that. You see what I'm saying to you?
I mean,
But-
also we have free will. We can like choose to do.
So that's what I'm getting to.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I'm getting to. You're on the right track. You're on the right
Right.
track. So what I believe that separates us, because animals have instincts, and me and Gabe, we were talking about that, right? As human beings, we don't have instincts per se, but we have intuition. That's our version of it. We have a little bit of instincts, but we're not like birds that just fly down south every winter, even though they're not being trained to do it, or a beaver that just knows how to make a dam. You know what I'm saying? We have to be
Right.
taught. You know, animals, when they're born, they're ready to go, but we are still developing outside the womb. So what is it that just gives us that it factor? What do you feel that the fact that we can create and we can change, what separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom? I would like to hear your takes on that.
Well, on this topic, I would say the fact that like our competitiveness of different things that challenge us. So when when I see someone do something, I don't think about just oh, that I could do that. I think about, oh, maybe I could do that better, or just other things that drive us, that motivate us. That's
Yeah.
definitely something that separates us.
Okay.
I would say the fact that we have, well, some of us have something called a little bit of common sense. And common sense, it's not common, it's very uncommon, but I feel that as human beings, we have the ability to know, what's right and what's wrong, what's proper, what's improper, when to apply certain techniques, when dealing with other people, whether to be kind, whether to be rude, those kinds of things. And I think that's huge, in my opinion.
Okay. So I believe what a main factor that separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom is choices and urges. You see animals, they are motivated by the urges that they have. You know what I mean? They just, you know what I mean? Once they're in heat, boom, they get into it. They're getting busy. But as human beings, because we are beings, we have choices. You know, what stops us from what stops us from indulging in simple pleasures in life? You know what I'm saying to you? The fact that we can say, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to cheat on my wife or cheat on my husband, because even though that turns me on, I'm making a choice and not going in and indulging in those pleasures that come naturally to me, because you're making a choice. You know what I mean? I'm going to stick to my diet. I'm not gonna just eat and just devour whatever I want. I'm gonna consciously make an effort to fast, to not have sugar in my food or anything like that. You know what I mean? Is those urges, those just being disciplined, because
Yeah.
animals will just be an animal. A dog will always just be a dog. You know what I mean? A cat will always just be a cat. But as beings, human beings, we have that opportunity to build and to grow and to pass on information to the next generation where they can build off on. You know, animals don't cultivate, they can't grow crops, they can't build
Right.
cities, and you know what I mean, and go into advancement and go underwater. You see, what makes us animals is when we just say, you know what, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I don't care who I infringe on. I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. But what makes us gods, what makes us higher beings, is the fact that, you know what, I want to fly like a bird. So let me create a plane. I want to be like a shark or a whale. I'm gonna create a vessel where I can submerge into water and see wildlife. The fact that we can advance. So I just believe that the fact that we have imagination
Yeah.
and we can cultivate our minds, that's what separates us.
That's dope. Nah, that's a fact
Yeah.
too.
That's definitely true because we can make some choices that are beneficial to us, and we can make some choices that are not beneficial to us. Like you said earlier, knowing the difference between having that discipline and just letting yourself go. And personally, I feel like I used to be very disciplined and then I lost that, but I'm regaining that discipline and trying to get control of my appetites. So that's definitely something that I could relate to.
Yeah, and it's not easy because, you know, like I said, you're half man, like that. A good representation of that is the Minotaur. It's not, these are not mythical creatures. It is to symbolize man, what you're half and half. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're always, because we talked about that, and these shows lead up more and more to what we're talking about. You know, chakras. Are you gonna stay at the root, the first three where you're born at? Are you gonna stay at the root chakra? Are you gonna stay in survival mode? Are you gonna stay in the sexual mode? Or are you gonna just advance and move up? Because that's what life is about ascending and moving
Yeah.
from the first chakra to the last chakra. You know, gaining that knowledge and experience and spirituality and all of those things. And just like I said, just mastering you. You don't have to be perfect, but your number one goal in life, well, no, your number two goal in life is mastery. I believe your number one goal in life is to be happy and to stay
Yeah.
happy right now. Your
Yeah.
second goal in life should be mastery, just mastering yourself. And it takes a lifetime. It takes a lifetime to master yourself. And that's why it's called a life,
Yeah.
you know?
Def- yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all.
Just,
Mastering yourself will definitely be number two. And I agree with you as far as number one. The number one goal should definitely be for everyone to be happy. But also, it's kind of hard to be happy if you don't know yourself. Because once you start knowing what you like, what you don't like, what your passions are, what you're willing to do, how far you're willing to go, once you start getting to know yourself, that's when you start to get happy. Because I always say, if you're getting older and you're becoming unhappier as you're getting older, you're doing something wrong. I feel like in my lifetime so far, I've only gotten happier, and none of it has anything to do with, my possessions. All of it has to do with the amount of knowledge that I've obtained about myself and my likes and dislikes. Like, I went through a period where I thoroughly explored every aspect and planet of my chart, my birth chart, just because I really wanted to know who I was. You think you know yourself, but you're like, wow, that is so accurate, because I really am like this, or I really am like this, and I really don't like this about myself. So now what can I do? I'm going to change it because I am aware at this point. So I agree. Mastering yourself is definitely number two that goes in conjunction kind of with number one though. But
It
yes,
does. It does. Yes. It's like it's not far from that. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like one washes the other. It's like man and
exactly.
woman. You know what I'm saying to you? It is complementary. The only way for you to be happy is for you to know yourself. You know what I mean? So you have to know what things that make you tick. You have to know the things that, you know, the more you know is the better you are for it. You know, if you knew better, you do better,
Yeah,
as the
But
saying goes, you know. So yeah, so I just believe that moving forward, as we're learning ourselves, as we're understanding, we can just build off of that and just, you know, as a species, I believe we're just getting smarter and smarter. We're
yeah.
getting knowing more, we're doing more, things are happening that much faster.
Mhm.
Technology is advancing faster and faster. So,
Super.
you know, that's basically it. So,
Yeah, I have a question for has anyone ever felt like here, Gabe, Kev, have you felt like you couldn't be alone with yourself? Have you ever felt that way? Like you couldn't just be, I don't know, in a room by yourself, on vacation by yourself, out to dinner by yourself, to watch a movie by yourself? Have you ever felt that form of uncomfort? Because I know a lot of people have experienced that.
yeah, when I was younger, I thought people who did that were like losers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why would you go to the movie by yourself? You are a loser. You didn't have anybody, you don't know anybody you could go to.
Yeah.
But one time, as you know, as I matured, I don't think we're getting older. I think we're getting more mature. But
Wiser.
I had one of the best times by myself. I know exactly. I couldn't ruin the date because it's me. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So,
Really couldn't.
I couldn't ruin it. I knew exactly what to do. I knew exactly how to make myself happy. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
sometimes when you're with somebody, you're trying to impress them sometimes.
Yeah.
And you work hard and you could get a little disappointed if they don't have the reaction or the response that you expect them to have. But no, now I can do things by myself. I like chilling by myself, but not too much because after a while you could get a little depressed
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you need that human
But just
interaction.
enough to recharge.
Yeah. You
That's
need
what
a
I'm calling.
little, you know, you need to pull back just a little bit, then you need
Yeah.
to just step in back in a little bit, you know. So you
Yeah.
need it's a balance.
Yeah, there has to be a balance. You can't just
Balance.
be by yourself all day, every day, but enough to just know that, hey, maybe I will hang out in my room or put on my face mask for me, put some oils in my hair, give myself a manicure, and then
Hey,
boom, reemerge, brand looking renewed or whatever the case may be.
rejuvenated.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
What
100%.
about you, Gabe?
no, I similar to Kev. Actually, when I was younger, I did think that too. I mean, there was times that I actually prefer to be by myself a lot. Like as far as like, especially when I'm home and things like that. But as far as when it comes to going outside, like I prefer to do things with people. And there was a time that I actually went away by myself. That was the
Oh,
best.
that's nice.
That was the best. One of the best vacations I ever
Nice. Where'd you
had.
go? Where'd you take yourself?
I went to DR. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was kind of
Actually,
tight that you didn't tell me that you were going.
actually technically 2 trips because when I went to Cali too, I kind of went by myself, but I did end up meeting up with some friends. So
Yeah.
I was tight that you went there too without telling me. It's like I didn't know that you were going there until you were there. So
what do you mean? I was on the phone with you on the plane.
The good thing is when you take yourself places by yourself, whether it is to a dinner or to another country, you're always bound to meet someone. So like you're gonna make
Oh yeah,
friends.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
really never by yourself. You know, like at that moment when you decide, hey, let me mingle, you get to meet the coolest people. So that's pretty dope.
Thanks.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So that about wraps it up. Any shout outs, guys?
Shout
Shout outs. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Just want to shout out all our Spotify, iTunes, all our podcast listeners. You know, all our YouTube subscribers. Appreciate you guys. What else? Who else?
You know, any groups you're part of? What are you part of? What are you associated with?
BT Group. Shout
There
out
you
to
go.
BT
I
Group.
was waiting for that.
Shout out, shout out to shout outs to Costa Foundation. Yeah.
Yeah, I got shout outs to Home by Six, shout outs to Mad Sky Trucking, shout out to myself, Six Series. Shout out to all the viewers, of course. And I kind of just wanted to say, let us know in the comments, where have you taken yourself? You know, have you taken yourself to dinner? How was your experience with being out with yourselves? Just let us know. Just want to know. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So
Oh,
big
well,
shout out to
my
you
fault,
know,
my fault. Kev. One more real quick before
come
you
on,
get into
man.
it.
You had your shot. Go ahead,
Yeah,
bring it up.
because
Go
I
ahead,
want to
man.
let everybody know that we're going to be on Patreon, not just on YouTube, but catch our extended versions of the episodes starting next
Facts.
week
Yeah.
on
Facts.
Patreon. So it'll
Patreon.
have, you know, outtakes, behind the scenes, everything. So shout out to our future patrons.
Okay. Big finale. Big shout out to Longchamp Success because we're all successful. Big shout out to Moving Keys because we are Moving Keys Realty because we are moving keys. We're moving boat keys. We're moving car keys. We're moving house keys. And we're giving knowledge, which is keys. I was trying to rhyme a little bit, but it didn't work.
It's
Big
fine.
shout out. Big shout out to Brooklyn Cove Yacht Club. We got big things, so we're moving the business to seas, you know. And yeah. Big shout out to my new baby girl.
Yeah.
Big shout out. She just dropped. You know what I mean? Didn't make a big announcement. You know, I like to keep things a little reserved a little bit, you know. But her name is Dream Claire Longchamp.
Perfect.
We're adding another champ in the building because we, you know, the
Right.
champ is here.
The champ is
So
here. The champ is here.
Yeah, the champ is here. It's here right now. Boo boo. Look at that boo boo. But I can't show you her face yet. Chill out. Relax. I know y'all want to chill. Chill. I can't do that right now. All right. So yeah, so that's about it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah. Let's get it.